video we are to look at the comparisons between Python and C++ across various aspects. Remember, you are still here at PAMOBS Foundation Elite Schools, and we are making computing easier. You are still with Ayeba Martin. This is my number and this is my email address. We are working with Python and we are simplifying Python. We are making it easy for all of us to learn. Comparison between Python and C++ across various aspects. Both Python and C++ are among the most popular programming languages. Both of them have their advantages and disadvantages. In this video or in this tutorial, we shall take a look at their features which differentiate one from another one. So let us continue and see. Number one is compiled versus interpreted. Compiled versus interpreted. Like C++ is also a compiler-based language. A compiler translates the entire code in a machine language code specific to the operating system in use and processor architecture. Python is interpreter-based language. The interpreter executes the source code line by line. So meaning that in this code of Python line, the interpreter interprets each and every code, meaning that if there is an error on a certain line, then the moment it reaches on that line, it terminates. Whereas the compiler, it compiles the whole of the code and detects the errors. So let us continue. We have cross-platform. When a C++ source code such as a hello.cpp is compiled on Linux, it can be only run on any other computer with the Linux operating system. If required to run on other operating system, it needs to be recompiled. Python interpreter doesn't produce compiled code. Source code is converted to bit code every time it is run on any operating system without any changes or additional steps. That is cross-platform. It means that if you are to run C++ source codes, you have to make sure that So let us continue. Cross-platform. When a C++ source code such as a hello.cpp is compiled on Linux, it can be only run on any other computer with the Linux operating system. If required to run on other operating system, it needs to be recompiled. Python interpreter does not produce compiled code. Source code is converted to bit code every time it is run on any operating system without any changes or additional steps. So let us continue and look at portability. Python code is easily portable from operating system to another. C++ code is not portable. As it must be recompiled if the operating system changes. So next is speed of development. C++ program is compiled to the machine code, hence its execution is faster than interpreter-based language. Python interpreter does not generate the machine code. Conversion of intermediate byte code to machine language is done on each execution of a program. So we are seeing the differences. We have been doing this from the first video, and we are on our last video, and I think we are getting up. We are just moving. So let me continue. Speed of development, we have finished it. Let us continue to the next one. So we are saying that if a program is to be if the program is to be used frequently, C++ is more efficient than Python. So let us see. Another point, it is easier to learn. Compared to C++, Python has a simpler syntax. Its code is more readable. Writing C++ code seems daunting in the beginning because of the complicated syntax rules such as use of curly braces and semicolon for sentence termination. Python does not use curly brackets for making a block of statements. Instead, it uses indents. Statements of similar indent level mark a block. So now statements of similar indent level mark a block. So this makes Python program more readable. For example, if you try to see this code here, this one is in Python, this code is in Python, this one, and this one is in C++. But all this information all this information is to explain or display the same results. But now we are saying that this one includes a lot of things. You see these curly braces, the functions, the word return 0. But now if you come to this one of Python, those ones are not there. That is why we are saying that Python is good and is easy to learn in this way. So let us continue. Static versus dynamic typing. Static versus dynamic typing. C++ is a statistically typed language. The type of variables for storing data need to be declared in the beginning, and declared variables can't be used. Once a variable is declared to be of a certain type, value of only that type can be stored in it. Meaning that if, let's say, we have said that it should be integer, you cannot store a string or a name in it. So let us continue. Python is dynamically typed language. It does not require a variable to be declared before assigning it a variable. Since a variable may store any type of data, it is called dynamically typed. So that is the only difference. So we are saying that OOP concepts, or what we call object-oriented programming concepts. So we are saying that both C++ and Python implement object-oriented programming concepts. C++ is closer to the theory of OOP than Python. The reason is that C++ supports the concept of data encapsulation, as the visibility of the variables can be defined as public, private, and protected. Python doesn't have the provision of defining the visibility. Unlike C++, Python doesn't. Unlike C++, Python doesn't support method overriding because it is dynamically typed, or the methods are polymorphic in nature by default. So C++ is in fact an extension of C. One can say that the additional keywords are added in C so that it supports object-oriented program, or OOP. Hence, we can write a C-type procedure oriented programming in C++. Python is completely object-oriented language. Python's data model is such that even if you can adapt a procedure-oriented approach, Python internally uses object-oriented methodology. So let us continue and see another point here. Garbage collection. Garbage collection. So what is in garbage collection? We are saying that C++ uses the concept of pointers, and unused memory in C++ program is not cleared automatically. So we are saying that in C++, the process of garbage collection is manual. Hence, a C++ program is likely to face memory-related exceptional behavior due to garbages that are in it. So let's continue. Python has a mechanism of automatic garbage collection. Hence, Python program is more robust and less prone to memory-related issues, meaning that the garbage will always be cleaned. Then you get memory, and then the memory issues will not be there. So making Python more secure. So let us continue. Application areas. Application areas. Because C++ program compiles directly to machine code, it is more suitable for system programming, writing device drivers, embedded systems, and operating systems utilities. So we are saying that Python program is suitable for application programming. Its main area of application today is data science, machine learning, API development, etc. So now that is it. That is it about application areas, or on how these C++ and Python differentiate, especially when you want to apply them in different applications. So my dear friend, thank you so much for watching. Let us meet in the next coming video.